So we're going to hit some putts. And I want you to understand that one of the most important parts of a putting stroke is really what happens when that putter moves away from the golf ball. The speed with which it's moving away from the golf ball and the consistency of the speed. In other words, if you're one of those people that likes to move the putter away from the ball fairly quickly, if it's moving away at 4 miles an hour, it has to move away at 4 miles an hour every single time, because that initial speed that it's moving away has a direct effect on your control over the face through the putt, your ability to control the distance, and most importantly, your ability to control the speed of the putter through the rest of the stroke. So that initial pace away from the golf ball is critical. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, by the way. Tell your friends what we got going on here. Helping everybody try to play better golf. So here's what I want you to do. You want to get some consistency in the way this putter moves away from the golf ball. You got to do one thing and one thing only, and that's this. You get set into this thing. I want you to feel the handle of the golf club go forward. Boom, boom, boom. And when you take that handle and you move it forward, what you end up doing is you end up creating a little bit of a trigger in your putting stroke. And I've talked before about the importance of getting this putter started correctly. Once you get the handle to go forward, and I'm going to tell you about the importance of it, but you're getting momentum going forward, it's easier to go backward. So when we get in here and we're still here, and then we move the putter away, it's almost like you have to flip that putter back, and you change the lofts of the putter when you start to do that. Both the loft at address, the loft as you get to here, and then the loft as you come back in. And what I find is that most people that start it with the flick of the putter head going back will flick that putter head into the strike. And sometimes it can go in. And many times it doesn't. And many times what happens is you lose control over the speed. And if you have a putt that has break and you don't have control over the speed, you just aren't going to make it. You got to get lucky, really lucky for you to make it. And the way you get lucky is you have to misread it. Okay? So, what I want you to do is I want you to take that handle and I want you to bump it forward. And then I want you to go. Now, here's the other thing that's going to happen. So, when we start talking about consistent roll on the golf ball and consistent speed in the ball, what we have to get is we have to get a consistent impact point. And the way you create a consistent impact point is you get the handle of the putter ahead of the head of the putter as you're coming through the shot. So if I come through this strike and my handle is up here relative to the head, I'm going to get a very, very consistent strike on the golf ball and on the putter head. And so what happens when we get this little trigger of moving that handle towards the target is we take loft off the putter, we put the head in a forward position relative to the putter head. So the handle's up here, the putter head's back there. And now all we do is just we keep that there. And then the thing's going to roll down the line. All right? Now, what you have to be careful of with this is the following. If you bump the hands forward, sometimes the face will open up. And you have to make sure that you bump it forward and de-loft it. So when you bump, you got to bump forward and de-loft. Don't bump forward and open up. Okay? So you got to work on this little trigger here. Bump it. Oh, that was really, really good. I didn't touch the face at all. That was excellent. Now here, I'm going to bump it. I'm going to open up the face. So bump. Now, what ended up happening on that particular one, which was wild, was I overdid the opening of the face to try to prove the point. But what ended up happening, if you go down the line here, Gibbsy, when I opened up that putter face like that, I all of a sudden took the putter way inside, which also sent the path out to the right. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that when you bump this forward, it feels like it's rolling, right? I feel like I'm taking the back fins of this putter and getting them off the ground, and then they just come through and the ball rolls nicely. So what you're going to do is you're going to spend a little time working on this trigger here of getting this handle to go forward and roll up. Just like that. Just rolling up and then boom, boom, boom. And that was even clumsy. After all those little bumps, that was even clumsy, and it was still a pretty good strike on the face. So what I want you to do is I want you to feel the handle move forward. It maybe moves a couple of inches. For me, I feel like I move it a couple inches. And then the second that goes up there, now what you're going to do is you're going to go into the backstroke. So it's going to be a practice. You go boom, boom, boom. I literally hear my brain go boom, boom, boom. Boom forward, boom backward, boom strike. Let's try to say it out loud for you when we go here. So it's going to go boom, boom, boom. I'll do another boom, boom, boom. So here we go. Boom, boom, boom. I was a little late on the last boom. I was a little late on that. Try it again. Boom, boom, boom. That was good. That ball rolled so nicely. One more, and then I'm going to focus. Here we go. So, boom, boom, boom. That was really good, too. Okay, now, here's how you're going to put this all together. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some practice strokes. And one practice stroke, you're going to go boom, boom, boom. And I really want you to feel those 3 booms. Then, you're going to stand in, center that to where you want to go, get your distance, and the last look, and then you're going to go. I could hear you saying boom, boom, boom. I literally heard you saying boom, boom, boom. That's exactly what I want you to do. So bump the handle forward, then move the putter back and go through. When you start to do that, you're going to develop much better tempo, much better fluidity in your motion, and you'll make a lot more putts with much better speed. To improve all parts of your game, subscribe to my channel and click the link below.